On to mining now. South Africa's mining production slipped for the first time in 9 months in November, hit by logistic bottlenecks. SASSA says the output fell 2.7% year-on-year, with coal production down nearly 8% and iron ore weaker on soft prices and infrastructure constraints. And the International Monetary Fund has slightly raised its global growth forecast for 2026, citing easing pressure from US tariffs and a continued boom in artificial intelligence investment, which is lifting asset values and boosting expectations of productivity gains.
The International Monetary Fund raised its global growth forecast for this year on Monday. It sees global GDP growth at 3.3% over the next 12 months, up 0.2 percentage points from a previous projection in October. The latest projected number is even with last year's total. The IMF argues businesses have adapted to higher US tariff rates by rerouting supply chains, while trade agreements have lowered some duties and China has shifted exports to non-US markets. The IMF estimated US growth for this year at 2.4%, up slightly from October. That's due in part to a big push from massive investment in AI infrastructure, although it warned the AI boom posed risks for higher inflation if it continues at its rapid pace. But the IMF added if AI-driven productivity gains and profits aren't realised, it could see a correction in high market valuations that might hurt demand. A Supreme Court decision against Trump's broad tariffs under an emergency sanctions law is expected soon. The IMF believes that could lead to another round of trade policy uncertainty in the global economy. But the body said AI represents a significant upside for the global economy if the investment surge leads to quick adoption. Elsewhere, the agency said China's growth would reach 4.5%, down from last year's stronger than expected 5% performance. The IMF also forecast Eurozone growth at 1.3%, up 0.1 percentage points from its previous estimate. It sees higher public spending in Germany and stronger performances